So we have a two-prong situation here with our girl Sky.
Hi.
Number one, she's a weirdo.
Yes.
Number two, she's a Karen. She was a Karen before Karen was a Karen.
I'm a helper.
She would. I wish they would have picked up the phrase "she's a Sky."
Okay.
You know what I mean? That would make more sense.
I don't think so.
Or they instead of Karen, they used the word Lori.
Ooh,
that would have
yuck.
made a lot of sense.
What is that?
Okay, that's my real name.
Oh
but,
gosh,
yeah.
I forgot.
Oh my God.
Named after my grandmother, Lorraine.
Yuck.
Lori.
Sorry.
Stop.
Sorry, it's a
Stop.
natural reaction.
Stop.
Anyway, so we have that situation going on. She's a weirdo and she's a Karen. And both of these things collided recently, and she's not sure if she should narc on somebody.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 Podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
Sky, I have no clue what the situation is, but whatever it is and whatever you're thinking about doing, don't do it.
You don't know yet, though.
Yeah, I know, but I know you, and I know the way your crazy, tiny little brain works, and I know it's wrong.
Okay, that's not nice.
We've well chronicled it.
That's not nice.
I don't care if it's nice. I mean, it's the truth.
I feel like kind of as like an old school parenting guy that you would appreciate my thoughts on this one.
You're wrong.
Okay, but you don't even know what's going on
yet. I know, but I'm traumatized by your behavior. It's not good.
He's just going by what he knows.
Yes.
So stupid.
All right, what is it?
Okay, so the other night I had a hot night out on the town.
Oh, your Neil Diamond show?
Yes, with my mother.
I have to hear about this Neil Diamond show.
They really got her.
Oh, yeah.
God, she's talking about it nonstop.
Coming to America.
Yeah.
Today.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so that was a hot night.
You and your mom,
yeah,
by the way.
hot night on the town.
Okay.
Wow.
Lori and Lynn.
Yep.
Yep.
L&L.
Doing it up. Doing it up.
Two hotties
Yeah.
on the
really.
town.
Like, look out.
Check us out. So exciting night, but shut up. But out a little bit later, and by a little bit I mean like a lot fucking later.
Wow.
It was like 10:15.
Yeah, but a weeknight.
I know it's crazy, but
Yeah.
like you're saying it a lot later, like it's 2 a.m.
And
For me.
crazy enough, Lori and Lynn, basically the same age.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, definitely dressed like it.
Yeah.
That's not nice. Yes, did she offer me some hand-me-downs when she
I
came?
mean, yeah, I saw that wild outfit you wore to the show.
Okay, can you not? Can you not right now?
Oh, no.
So yeah,
the club.
Lynn and I hitting the club, and then we're heading home.
Okay.
And again, yeah, like I'm tucked in. I'm in my PJs by like 5 p.m. No shame in my game. So I rarely leave the house after it's dark. So I don't know what goes on in the world after that. But I'm driving home. It's like 10:30 p.m. when I'm driving home from this thing. And you know how you become familiar with the cars in your neighborhood, and then especially if there's somebody in your neighborhood that has like a personalized license plate, you know that car right away, right? You'll be like, oh, there's so-and-so. So we got one of those in our neighborhood. And as I'm driving home, because I'm in that like La Jolla, Bird Rock, PB area, there's like, 5 different side street ways I can go home. And one of the ways I took home was like a lot of side streets. And as I'm starting my side street journey, I am immediately behind a neighborhood car with a personalized plate. So I go, oh, that's so-and-so up the street. Okay, great, whatever. But then I'm frustrated because they are driving like so slow. Like, when somebody drives so slow in front of you, it's hard not to be on their ass. Like you like intentionally have to give space.
Like, what, are you in a 25 and they're going like 15?
Oh, like,
That's when you got to flip your headlights at them.
No, wait, whoa.
Yeah.
That's aggressive.
That's
Or
what
lay
I
the
do.
horn on a little bit.
If I'm in a rush, and you're driving under the speed limit, then I will definitely flick my headlights at you.
yeah, but it's a residential area. It's 10:30 at night.
And you kind of know them, right?
And yeah, so I'm not honking. I'm not doing lights. I'm just going, oh, they're being like extra cautious. I guess that's good, And so I'm just trying my best, literally not to be on their ass because I don't want to be like the neighbor who's riding somebody's ass.
Well, you're also probably trying to get home because it's so late.
So late,
Yeah.
and I gotta pee because I decided, those lines during intermission to pee in the ladies' room is
You've been holding it that long?
insane, bro.
She's got a gift to hold it really long.
Oh
I
my
know,
God.
I know.
Like the minute I feel like I have to pee, I have to pee.
You're
Like,
a
once you
walking
think about it.
UTI.
Or it's so strong in there now that
Maybe.
like bacteria won't grow. I don't know.
Your bladder is like expanded, so you're
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I'm worried about the
something.
kidneys. I'll tell you.
So I'm kind of like, fuck, I really want to get home. And so now we're getting closer to where both of our houses are, still behind them. And we are now at part of the street where the street like veers. Okay. You're not taking a turn, but we all have driven on a street where, you know, the yellow line kind of curves a little bit just because the street is veering a little to the side. So we're getting to that place. And again, I'm fucking trying not to ride their ass. And that is when the car like literally almost comes to a stop. And I'm like, what is going on? And they're halfway in the veer. And that is when halfway in the veer, they turn their blinker on the direction that the street is veering, but you don't need a blinker. You're not making a turn. This is the way the street goes. Keep in mind, this is the street their house is on. This is a street that they drive every day
So
for
familiar.
years.
Yeah.
Why are we turning our fucking blinker on just because the street is okay?
Odd, for sure.
That is odd.
And so now I'm like starting to get weird thoughts in my head.
Oh, here's,
And-
here-
What a
start
shock.
spinning out.
Now,
Yeah.
to their defense, I'm a big blinker guy. I always
is.
use my blinker. As Emily
is.
pointed out one time, I'm a big blinker guy.
Albeit turning into work, and that's fine. You use it after you're coming off arrow to let whoever behind you know there's nobody around anyway.
Crack it
And he's
on.
already in the left turn lane. But then he does it to go on that next right, and then he signals to go into our driveway. And I'm
Oh,
like,
the
there's
park
nobody
lot.
around. It's me.
Who are you signaling for?
You know I'm behind you. You can see me in the rear view.
I don't know. It's just that I'm a
habit?
I'm a respectful driver,
Oh,
Okay.
That's not
and I
true.
want people to know
That's
when
not
I'm
true.
making moves, so they don't have to guess.
Which I respect. I
you.
appreciate a good blinker
Hey, thank you.
person.
It bothers me. My wife is an over blinker user, where like there's no cars behind us, in front of us, anywhere, and she'll still turn
You never know,
signal
somebody
on.
could be in your blind
And
spot, bro.
And I'll go,
Yeah,
who are you
boy.
signaling for? There's
Yeah.
nobody here.
Yeah.
Like who you signal for? There's
Muscle,
another car.
muscle memory.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Muscle
I,
memory.
I
What a dork.
appreciate because my husband's the opposite.
Never
where
blinker.
he will wait to the second he wants to get over, flick the blinker on, and then he's pissed nobody's made room for him. And I'm like, because you literally just turned the blinker
Well,
on.
nobody's. If you turn it on that fast, then turn it off that fast, it
Yeah,
doesn't work.
Like, and then he's wondering why nobody's making space. And I go, because you turned it on half
They
a
don't read your
second
mind.
ago.
What
yeah.
an asshole.
Thank you.
Man.
As we covered at 6 a.m. this morning,
All
a
right.
little
Let it
hormonal.
go.
Not
Let it
very
go.
happy with
Let it
him,
go.
but whatever. Okay. So,
All right.
veer,
Weird blinker.
weird
Right.
blinker where you don't need to use a blinker. And then I'm still behind them trying not to be on their ass, but they are going so slow. And they're probably now, I want to say, 7 houses away from their house. And the person driving the car pulls over to the side of the road to let me pass. And I'm like, immediately I go, fuck, I know what's going on here.
What?
Well, because I have a 15-year-old daughter, I know that this family with the personalized license plate also has a 15-year-old son. And I know, based on history, driving by, things I've heard, this son is getting into some trouble. This guy is throwing parties like probably every other month. This kid has thrown a party with no adults where it's like on social media.
How does he do that though?
Bring
With
your
par-
own booze.
The parents
blah, blah,
just
blah,
let
blah.
him throw the party,
I
or the parents go away and he throws a party.
So that's what I don't know.
Why is your daughter not going? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wanna go.
Come on, it's a neighborhood party.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
let's
Why
go.
is your daughter not going?
Because he goes to a different school.
So what?
They know some of the same people, but he goes to a
It's
different
party
school.
time, Emily. What
Hell
the,
yeah,
what the
bro.
fuck, man?
Yeah,
Used
my
to go to those
daughter.
things.
Let's
my,
go, man.
My daughter ain't in that world yet, which I'm thankful for.
Lame.
Yeah.
She's missing out.
Nerd.
Tell her that Uncle Eddie, Uncle Thor, and Aunt Emily all say she needs to go to
Yeah,
these
let's-
parties.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I'm thankful she's not at these parties.
Expand.
Okay, shut up.
No? Damn.
Do a beer bong.
What's up?
So immediately,
stand.
I'm like, oh, fuck, their son
Oh,
has
fuck.
taken their car without their permission.
Oh no.
That's your first thought?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a little wild.
Like it's dark, so they don't know it's you behind them, right?
Right.
It's hard to you wouldn't be able to tell what car's behind me. Your headlights
yeah.
are on. So my immediate thought is they're maybe drunk. You know, they're maybe drunk a little.
Yeah.
bit.
Oh,
And so
like
they're-
it's one of the parents and they're drunk.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're driving
That's your
extra
thought.
cautious
Yeah.
because
Driving
they've been
extra
drinking.
cautious.
And then they're like kind of freaked out because you're behind them and
But
letting
you're
you
so
go.
drunk that you're putting your blinker on.
What part of drunk do you not understand?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
that's
I
when
can
you do
understand the
stupid shit.
pullover move, but the blinker on a road you drive every single day,
well, you're
probably
drunk.
like
Yeah, if
10
you're-
times
One time
a
I
You know
day.
what impaired means? I
One
don't-
time, allegedly, I was
What?
just absolutely shit-faced. And
Allegedly?
allegedly,
Good.
and I was drunk. I
Were you
ran.
at that house with that 15-year-old?
I would pretty much had a similar situation. Blinker was on the whole time.
Oh, the
Okay.
whole
Shit.
time.
Wrong, yeah.
Dead giveaway,
Hazards.
man.
Running over curbs,
Oh, yeah.
running through trash cans
Oh,
and
Jesus,
mailboxes.
dude.
What?
Ooh.
All of the.
But what a crazy thought to think that a 15-year-old's going for a joyride. Like,
Yeah, that's
your-
a pretty wild
again,
thought, Scott.
like you go to the craziest
Yes.
scenarios.
But
in your head.
but like knowing this boy, I don't think it's a crazy
But also though,
scenario.
it's none of your business.
Well, so
If
that's
if it would have caused an accident, now
then
you're
you
getting
say
involved.
something.
Hit and run.
Yeah.
But here's the weird part
But-
I'm at as a parent. and I'm
God.
sure everybody's
As a
fucking been there.
parent.
As everybody's been there because yes, was I doing this kind of shit when I was that age, even younger?
Yeah, you remember
Yes.
you'd go to those Bible studies because
Yeah,
that's what the
Okay,
cool
that was a
kids
different
did.
time. That was a different
That's
time.
what the
That
cool
got
kids
blocked.
did.
So yes, I'm doing all this crazy shit
On the dance team?
when I'm that age. When I'm
Yeah.
that age, yes, of course, that shit's going on.
Whew.
But now, as a parent, I think if a neighbor parent thought they saw my daughter driving our car at 15
Thought?
years old, I would appreciate a mention.
Now, thought.
Yes.
That's the difference here. If they saw, if you drove by and you looked over and you saw the
Saw
kid,
dude, yeah.
okay, now you're going somewhere. If I think I see,
Yeah.
no, I'm not.
You're not getting
no.
involved.
'cause that
Well,
could
and also
cause-
too, you never know
shitstorm.
what kind of parent you're dealing with. I always say this with relationships too. Like if I saw someone with someone else's girlfriend,
I got a lunch or something.
and I told the guy, there's a risk that the guy's gonna take it out on me, kill the messenger. These parents, I mean, if they're having parties all the time, they might not be the best
Probably not the
parents,
best.
and they probably don't like what people are being said about them. So you come to them and say, "I think I saw your son," and the son says no. They look at you like you're the asshole.
Well,
Honestly,
all I would have to say is, well, who was driving the car Wednesday night at 10:30?
Oh, that was my husband.
Yeah.
My husband took the car out. He went to go get food or something.
Like
Well,
I
yeah,
could
but
see.
Because if somebody said this to me in my neighborhood,
Yeah, I could
and
see.
I legit,
well, haven't they?
well, pretty much.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, I saw Reed driving the truck the other day.
Yeah,
Well,
Emily
yeah.
was in the back sleeping.
They have allegedly driven around in the parking lot once, but
what?
with Robert.
Okay.
I think you should not say things like that.
I said alleged. I said alleged.
Yeah, Thor said a
Nobody's-
legend too.
yeah, he
It's-
said
and,
alleged,
and
too.
that means that we don't know if it happened
But
or
if
not.
Reed legit was sitting in our, like, I know for a fucking fact he was in the living room and, like, literally was Robert going to do something and somebody called and went, I think I saw your son driving around. I'd be like, fuck you.
But how about this, Emily?
Bitch, my son's right here. What do you think about
This
my
is
son?
what you would deal
What
with.
do you think about my son, bitch?
Okay, I get that. But Emily, what about this? You and Robert are at home,
Yeah.
and you think your car's in your driveway, and you think your son's in his bedroom. Now, how are you reacting?
I'm still kind of annoyed at the other parent.
I mean,
Yes.
you're the messenger.
Mind your business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you such a narc?
Yeah,
Well,
because
I
now
wanna
I look like
know.
a bad parent, and who the fuck do you think
I
you
want
are?
to know if there's
you.
parties.
Yeah.
Like, I felt guilty that I haven't told her yet about the parties. Like, I would want to know these things.
no.
Mind your
No,
own
don't do that.
fucking business.
I would want to know.
What a Karen. Your Karen is coming out like wild right now.
Crazy.
It's insane.
Sorry, thought you guys were good parents.
Oh, well,
Hey, mind your business, bitch.
I want to go to this party.
Me too.
Hey.